it's Chris here from the Whistle Stop Cafe in Mirror, Alberta. I am not in Mirror, Alberta, but I am certainly in Alberta. We went to the Freedom Rally in Calgary today, which was awesome. Lots of people out there. Great time as usual. And something that I spoke about today was how the government, our MLAs, our MPs, have shown themselves to be largely irrelevant in the conversation that average Canadians and average Albertans have been having over the last 2 years. Some people out there might be saying, well, what do you mean? They dropped the restrictions, so they did something good. And yeah, that's good. But the only reason that happened was because of people like you. It had nothing to do with the government wanting to do something that they knew was the right thing to do. And it had everything to do with them following the winds, blowing with the winds of public opinion. And I said this a few times now, but what that convoy did, that freedom convoy where thousands of truckers and thousands of people from across Canada mobilized and went to Ottawa to have their voices heard, what that did, it showed the government that Canadians have had enough with their ridiculous policies and mandates. And it's not going to end there. This is going to continue well into other conversations like our energy industry and climate change, education, all sorts of things. People all across Alberta and all across Canada have had enough of watching the government do things that they think is going to keep them in power or get them re-elected or keep their paychecks going. We've had enough of that. And as this awesome song came on, it got me thinking. There's a lot of people who have been brought down by the government's response and the police's response to the protests in Ottawa. And we're seeing that even in places like Calgary, where the city is starting to pressure the protesters to not be in certain spaces because they just don't like it. The government and the media is trying very, very hard to bring this movement down. And they're doing it because they're absolutely terrified of the implications for them. They're terrified that they're becoming irrelevant to the conversation. They're terrified that people are realizing that their voices are powerful, and if Canadians or Albertans can unite around a common goal, there's absolutely nothing that can stop them. They're trying to paint those who disagree with them as racists and misogynists and insurrectionists and all sorts of things. And that's not because they truly believe it. They're doing it because they can't debate what the people who are protesting are saying. They have no logical argument as to how in Canada these things can be allowed to occur and authorities can perpetrate the crimes they have been against Canadian citizens. So I guess that's something I'd like to say is, don't let this stuff bring you down. Don't let it make you lose your motivation to use your voice and make some changes within Alberta or within Canada. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep having conversations with those around you. Is this my room? Keep having conversations. Keep sharing your stories, and we're going to get somewhere. So with that said, as I was driving up from Calgary, I realized that we need to set our sights higher. We can't let this momentum fade away without making some really effective changes within our province and within our country. I've realized that I have to set my sights higher. I have to talk to some people of influence and maybe some very wealthy people who have been affected by these mandates, even in such a way that they've had to fire employees that they desperately need and hurt their bottom line because of what the federal government's doing. So we have a lot of work to do. And we're going to probably miss the Chris and Carrie show today because Jess and I are going to visit some friends of ours. But I want to leave you with that. Don't be discouraged over Ottawa. Don't be discouraged over things that are happening within your municipality or within the provincial government. And just keep in mind that we have made some very significant changes across this country. And even if that change is only showing that Canadians have a voice, and when we're together, we're stronger, even if that's the only thing we've accomplished, that is huge. Because for years now, people have been under the impression that their voices don't matter, their votes don't matter, we can't do anything about this, the government just does whatever they want. That's going to change. And if we can continue with the momentum we've built over the last couple of years, and we can continue keeping people engaged in these conversations, we're going to make some really big changes in our country and in our province. So yeah, we're about to lose cell service here. So with that, I will say goodnight, and we will see you in the morning. Well, you'll see me, but I will see you if you're at the Whistle Stop Cafe, because it's a free pancake breakfast tomorrow. So hop in your car, come on down, grab some pancakes and bacon and sausage and scrambled eggs or whatever, and enjoy some company with like-minded people. Even if you don't necessarily agree with what I've done at the Whistle Stop Cafe, or you don't agree with my politics, please come down and join us. It'll be a good time, and I would be more than happy to hear from you and have you voice your concerns right to me, and I will do my best to share my stories and opinions effectively so that we can at least agree to disagree. So good night, and see you tomorrow for some pancakes. P.S. Our pancakes are amazing. Don't miss it.